Okay, ETS Vienna. We are very hyped to have the whole Roundnet community in Austria. Such a small country, but we're very happy to have so many people here. And yeah, we are for us as well. We are very excited to play on our home ground, and oh, it will be a great weekend for everybody. I'm kind of not the, like, I don't have the goal in my mind. I just go like from game to game, but he has the plan in mind, so I just follow him. Easy. And so and he wants to win, so I also want to win, of course.
But yeah, I'm still looking for like game after game, but my goal is like to win every game at the end of the day.
I think we went into the season and we both said we want to do some mashup teams with certain players, and it worked out really well sometimes, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like really conscious, but like the end of the season, all of our tournaments are together.
For me personally, I'm more eager now to play as a team because it's been a while. And last weekend we played in Ghent and it went very well.
I think we still haven't won a European, like a big European tournament
Yeah.
together. So we've got our eyes set on this one.
I think the absence of Paul and Lucas is also
Oh yeah.
like a good reason to go all out.
Thank you, Lucas and Paul,
Yeah.
for not coming.
We asked them to not come and they were like, okay.
I think we can become first. I want to become first. That's the expectation.
Yes, mine too, for sure, of course. Nah, I was like, don't do any errors, and that's it. Like, have fun, enjoy it, of course, always.
Yeah, of course. Of course, enjoy the tournament. I also want to play on the podium.
The first 2 games, I would say, was like decent to play. We did what we had to do, but like we could play better for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, I didn't play for 4 weeks again, so it was like I had to get used to the ball again, and went pretty well. I'm glad.
Pool play has been very good so far. I think we've won all 4 of our games with pretty good scores as well. So we should be seated pretty high, I think.
Currently won, but not all the games have been played.
Yeah.
Levi was very good on the search, like super consistent.
No, I think it was a very nice group stage again. We felt quite comfortable and had a good run. Had some closer games, but we're there in the end, which is very important, like throughout the tournament now still. So
Yeah.
hope we can continue that in the bracket stage.
And for me, I think main goal is to be very focused the first 2 bracket games because they matter a lot.
Yes, yeah, it's very hard to overcome that, and then it's like, where you get this feeling in this run, and then it's like,
And as expected, the first match in the knockout stage of RCG Powerline is a tough one as they face RBZ Capri-Suns from Italy. With their great serving, they managed to win the first set and even get a match ball in the deciding third set after Benny and Nelson took the second one. And they take it, kicking out the home team in the round of 16. Definitely a nightmare for RCG Powerline and a great result for Capri-Suns after having lost the same matchup earlier in pool play. They will now move on to face one of the tournament favorites, being the USA-German mashup of Fred Hinkle and Mario Bürkle, who only got the 6th seed after dropping a game against the Swiss team RCG Powerline in pool play. But before we get to that game, let's have a look at the other constellations in quarterfinals. In the first quarterfinal, we see RCG Powerline face their fellow Swiss team Hocus Bang, and RCG Powerline continue their run, winning the first set. But Hocus Bang, consisting of Cedric Vidin and Matthias Bermejo, managed to come back and win the second set 21-13 and end up taking the match in 3. They will either face the Hustling Brothers with the first seed or Robin, Florinda and Oxence Clark in the semi-final.
So it's pretty funny because both sets were like easily won by both teams. First set we got beaten pretty bad. Second set we won 21-12, I think. We served really well. Yeah. And third set was more even. We were ahead most of the set. That then came back at the end.
So it was very intense. And at the end of the first set, I told Robin, like, okay, we have to believe. But in my mind, I was, okay, it's impossible. And we did it. So we're happy.
Yeah.
With another top team out, Bürkle Hinkle will now face Capri-Suns.
Game 1, we won, I think, 21-17. We got a bit fortunate. We hit some pretty good serves when we needed to. Game 2, they came out swinging, hit a bunch of aces on us, and we mounted a comeback and wound up losing 21-17. And I think game 3, we really came into our game. We had a lot of really strong serves. We received much better. We had a lot of touches that we just didn't convert. I think that was very frustrating for both of us. So many unconverted touches. So I feel really good about where we're at. I just think that we need to convert some of these touches. Finally.
Last up, we have the all-German matchup of Rainbow Warriors against Willy Wonka, who have won the Contender Division in Prague earlier this season and now also take the first set of Fabi and Joscha. In the second set, however, the Rainbow Warriors find their game and their serves, and they taking the second set 21-18 and forcing a decider. The third set is as close as it can be. At 20-19, Willy Wonka have a chance to win the match. And they get the point and take the win to cause another of the top teams to fall early in this tournament.
One of the best games I ever had in my life, like from the vibe and stuff like this. It was a lot of fun and all that stuff that you say when somebody interviews you. What do you want to say, Rasmus?
I want to say thank you to Emil because he won this game. The third game especially he won. And I'm very happy to play with you and it was just crazy.
Yes. We play against Fred and Mario, right? I think we can ace them. Just do our game. There's like no motivational point from now on. It's just playing what we can do because the motivation was to get to semis and now it's just everything we can do or everything that happens and maybe a lefty reverse on some of them. Yes, and from Rasmus too.
Lefty reverse from me too.
Yes, nice.
Heading into the semi-final, Fred and Mario get the better start with a few breaks for an early lead.
He was national. Yeah, what a comeback! Come on! Oh my God, they get better! Hey, what a hit! Oh my God, the ball is still in the game. Oh my God, that again! Fuck!
What is happening, guys?
Are you serious? Oh.
We are already at 3-7 when Willy Wonka starts to gain some confidence, and at 11-5 Emil is on the receive and goes for the hit on 1. Can they use the momentum to make a comeback? Great serve, but an even better recovery set from Fred. Rasmus with the rundown, but they can't bring it back to the net, and Bürkle Hinkle can increase their lead even further. And Mario gets a game point at 20-10. Another touch by Mario and they win the first set as comfortable as it gets, 21-10. Will Emil and Rasmus be able to adapt in serve receive and make a comeback in the second set? We are at 4-4. And see the first defensive conversion for Willy Wonka, kickstarting a run from Emil as Mario and Fred seem to be getting a bit nervous as they start to make some uncommon errors, leading to a 10-6 lead. 13-15 now, and Mario and Fred are trying to close the gap again, but Willy Wonka are fighting for their lives.
15 meters away, and again Willy Wonka. Come on, set is off, set is off. They still get it. The hit was amazing.
Not a
nice
there.
jumping hit, but he didn't get it properly.
What is happening?
No,
Now it's getting messy. Now it's
what
getting
a
messy.
rally!
What?
We are at the ETS Willy Wonka.
Yeah, come on!
Does it
Bring
done?
it, bring it,
Oh my God! What a rally!
What a crazy rally with a better ending for Emil and Rasmus, who tried to carry the lead over to the finish line.
I can't imagine what we just saw in the
14-16 now, and it's Fred to serve and he gets the ace, followed by another defensive conversion to tie the game, but Willy Wonka are not done yet. And at 19-19 Rasmus with another ace, giving them a game point and forcing Mario to take a timeout, and it is now on the serve at 20-20. and they get the break to make it 21-20. With another break, Bürkle Hinkle also take the second set, ending Willy Wonka's run in this tournament, although they were so close to taking it to set number 3. In the second semifinal, we now see Robin and Oxion play against Hocus Bang from Switzerland.
I think we play a lot better this afternoon than this morning.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because we lost easily in the morning against Matthias and Cedric, and they played the quarters now.
Yeah, there are potential semis for us.
So it will be interesting to reface them and to take revenge.
Yeah.
Heading into the match, it is Oxion's to serve first, and Robin gets the first conversion and follows it up with one of his signatures, backspin serve, for the 4-1 lead. In the following, both teams play very clean side out, leaving little room for defense opportunities. We are already at 11-9. Good serve. And Robin gets the touch and puts it away for a 3-point lead. Slowly but surely, Hocus Bang will have to start breaking themselves, and that's what they do, with 2 breaks to tie the game once again. They now look much more confident, and as Robin gets another great serve, Matthias with a crazy set for the hold, but still take a timeout to stop Robin's momentum. At 19-18, Robin again on the serve. Matthias with the hit on 2, but Robin was ready for that and brings it back. But so does Cedric. But the set is a bit too far. Unfortunate play for Matthias and game point for Oxion and Robin. Again a sloppy hit from Matthias, brought back by Oxion, but he makes up for it and defending the first game point, and now Oxion calls for a timeout to catch his breath before playing side out for the game. Goes for the lefty, but Matthias is there, but can't put it back on the net, and that's a game for Clark O'Fleur, who are 1 set away from going to the finals. And with the supporting crowd getting bigger, we start the second set with some incredible defensive plays. Back-to-back rallies and keep up the pressure trying to break Robin. But again they deny the break, keeping the momentum on their side. With another ace, Matthias and Cedric are now in a tough spot and become even shakier after conceding another break. Again a great recovery set, but not enough to break Robin and Oxion, and Hocus Bang are slowly but surely running out of time. 11-16 now, and Cedric tries to make something happen, gets the up, but it is not meant to be, and now Clark O'Fleur have 6 match points. And Matthias goes for the bicycle kick. The crowd appreciates the effort, but they're still out. Subsequently also losing to Willy Wonka, who get their very deserved 3rd place finish. In the final, Clark O'Flor now face Bürkle Hinkle, and they get a great start with a back-to-back ace from Action, and Robert giving them a lot of confidence as Action goes for the foot serve at 7-5, but not a problem for Fred, who handles it to give Mario the serve. And now we know what he is capable of from the serving line, as he gets 2 aces to take back the lead and does not intend to stop there. 8-6 now, and he gets 3 more aces to turn a 3-6 into 11-6 and forces Clark O'Flor to take a timeout. 12-8 now, and we know that Fred is not a bad server too, but a clean side out from Robert, and they can't close the gap. At 16-11, it is Mario who goes off after another crazy cut. They have game point at 20-14. And with another ace, Mario closes the first set, in which he has hit 9 aces in total. It will be a challenge for Robert and Action to make a comeback in this series, but nothing we haven't seen. However, in the beginning of the second set, Mario keeps acing, giving him a comfortable lead, but this time Action has the right response as he reverses Mario to make it 7-5, and after another ace he again faces Mario. And reverses him again to even take the lead, and with the support of the crowd he tries to continue his streak. Again the reverse, but what a receive. Robert is there however, but can't put it back on. Very important for Bürkle Hinkle. We are at 15-16, and now it's again Mario's turn to ace, which he does, followed by a defensive conversion. This is anyone's game now, and they take back the lead once again. 19-19 now. Great touch, but Mario is there and puts it away to get a match point. And we are already at 25-24, and it's again Mario to serve. But a clean finish by Action, and at 26 all, Robert has the ball. And Fred rims it, giving up the lead, and he immediately takes a timeout to refocus. 26-27 now, and he aces to force game 3 as the crowd goes crazy in anticipation of the deciding third set and final game of the regular ETS season 2023. Mario and Fred are determined to not lose this game after their performance in the first set, and start the third set with a 5-0 run, making Clark O'Flor's lives much harder. 6-2 now, and Robert shows that he will not give up this game now as he runs down the hit and gets the break. And aces again at 8-5 to close the gap. Mario's serving however is just too strong, and at 13-8 he takes off again and starts another run to make it 19-10. And with a reverse it is match point, as Fred almost seems to feel sorry for his opponents, but Mario shows no mercy. And with one last ace, he closes the match, making Bürkle Hinkle the winner of the ETS Vienna 2023.
You just got to win again. Has been a long time. I think for you as us. Yeah. Always fun. I mean, haven't won many this year. First win in Europe? First win in Europe. Hey, yeah. Let's go. It only took me 4 tries. I'm pretty gassed. I'll probably have, I don't know, a few beers. A handful of beers, some might say. Just food and sleep.
And with these closing pictures, we also end the season. For the recaps, thank you once again for watching them. Also, make sure to check out Brookline. They were making this possible. And here are some last final thoughts from our side. Here we go. These are the last words for the recap season for ETS 2023. We have been to all the Euro events, to all the ETS tour stops, and it was a lot of time, a lot of commitment that we put in this season. And I personally saw some limitations for me because, of course, if you want to do the stream and recap, there's a lot of things you need to care about. And I want to thank especially Jaro, who was helping this season with all the recaps, putting a lot of time in it, on the event, filming, and also in post-production with putting all the pieces together so we can make a great video. For all of his time, his energy he put into those. It was a crazy season. We did work a lot, and I think we also had a lot of fun still. I highly appreciate what he did, and yeah, I just want to say thank you. Furthermore, I want also to thank all the people that helped filming those. We had several occasions where people helped us out with footage and content, and yeah, thank you too. I also want to thank Yellow Ball Cult, who always provided us with thumbnail pictures, and they look amazing, so you should definitely check him out. He's also putting a lot of time and effort in his craft. I hope you follow him already. Last but not least, I want to thank again Brookline. They've been so supportive this whole season, and I don't know if this would be somehow possible without them. I don't think so, to be honest. Not only that they provided us with money to cover our costs, but also with helping out at the spot, with bringing us knowledge, connecting us to people. So thank you so much, especially Tom, who's been there the whole season and also sacrificed a lot for this to work. And yeah, I highly appreciate that. And now it's kind of the time where we also need to sit back and think about next season and how we do it and what we're gonna do. But I hope you all stay with us. I think it was a great journey, and I would be very happy if you also follow the account, of course, because all the numbers help us to grow this even further. And yeah, it's been an amazing year for Roundnet in Europe, especially. Now we follow it up also going to the US and Spikeball championships, and I'm very looking forward to it because this is the first time I'm going to the States for a Spikeball tournament. That's about it. Thank you so much. Follow the account, follow us on Instagram, Roundnet, and all the amazing accounts around it, like Yellow Ball Cult or even Brookline. They have so much things that they put into the sport, and it's only fair to follow them. That's the least we can do. Okay, that's it for me. I need to process this all. Video took far longer than I anticipated because, of course, we were also at the Euros. There was a lot to do, and then afterwards also a lot. And yeah, thank you so much for your patience, and see you in the next one.